What is up? It's your boy jonni.shreve. I have BB Pumas and tell like it is, guys. We are back with another episode of Coaching Up. This time we are coaching up fitness TikTok influencers. Anyway, so I thought I'd get into this and grab a couple influencers on TikTok and see if we can coach them up, see if they have anything that can bring us, some value to our own training, can optimize their training, or are they just kind of just recording the workout and telling you what to do and really not giving you any good advice at all. But before we get started, guys, make sure you guys get my ebook. The Ultimate Push-Pull Legs Training ebook is out right now. Go to my site, jonni.shreve.com. Then when you're done, come on back, click on the subscribe button, hit the notification button so next time I put a video, the first ones to get it, just like this. Anyway, let's get going, guys. So guys, today we're gonna hit up Stevepricefit. Stevepricefit? Check this guy out. Okay, so here we go. We are on Stevepricefit, and here we go. So starting off, we have, are your shoulders lacking? Exclamation mark, question mark. Just exclamate the question mark. Anyway, let's see what we got up first. Here we go, little flex, nice. Dumbbell shoulder routine, here we go. So we have dumbbell shoulder press, and we got side lateral raises like this, and we got bent over. Okay, so we're gonna, I just right away I've seen this, right away I'm looking at it, and we can definitely make this better. I'm actually gonna make this actual workout better for you guys to do with better cues. So first we have, he's suggesting that we do dumbbell shoulder press, 4 sets. Let's do this again. So he suggests that we do shoulder press seated, 4 sets of 8 reps. Okay, cool, no time and attention, nothing else, just do 4 sets of 8 reps. So look at this right now, I'm gonna get my editor to play this over and over and over again. We got the big bowed back, right? I don't think we're really stacking elbows that much. He's obviously got a weight that's you really can't control. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we can control the weight with good reps, remember stacking the joints. So I'm gonna bring you through quickly how you should be approaching your dumbbell shoulder press from floor to core. So put this guy down. So what we're gonna do is get your dumbbells, if they're off the rack, whatever. Here are dumbbells here. We have them on our knees, right? Right away, I'm gonna push my butt into the back of the bench. If it's got one of these kind of benches where you can actually put your feet here and push, use that for leverage to push yourself in the back like this, right? From here, we're gonna get to kick the weights up, get ourselves positioned first. Then we're gonna push ourselves back in the bench again, tighten our core. And then instead of having the weights all the way like this, we'll have a little bit of 45-degree angle from here, stacking the joints, head straight, and pushing up. And then controlling it down, push. We don't wanna have it drop and do this stuff, or we don't wanna do one of these, or kind of do one of these pushing out like this. From here at the top, stack the joints, from here up, push from my feet to my butt, to my core, press, and down. And you can see I'm not actually going all the way up, so it's moving up. I'm trying to basically like raise the ceiling, trying to push the ceiling off me, push me into the ground with good weight that you can control. And that's it. If you're really trying to build muscle, I would say, I'll complete off by saying like maybe do 4 sets, 2 of those are hard sets of maybe 8 to 12 reps or 10 to 15 reps, and then add in a tempo of like 3, 0, 1, 0, 3 second negative, 1 second positive. Time under tension is key. Next, we have side laterals. We have 4 sets of 10 to 12 side lateral raises. I mean, just looking at the way we're doing it, we have too much wrist bending here. We're bent too much here. We're not really getting full range of motion. Now, you don't have to come all the way up like this. We just wanna make sure we're here and to here. Letting our shoulder pull our entire arm up. Think about cues like pretend there's like buckets of like paint right here on your arm pulling from this part. So we're pulling up, we're pulling from here. We're not pulling like this, or like this, or this, or this, or whatever. So you guys do a bunch of stuff. Anyway, so what we wanna do is from here up. Now, how we're gonna make this actually better is we're gonna do it seated, right? We're gonna take out the momentum from the whole thing. So to get you guys from stop the whole swing thing like this when they get tired, we're gonna take momentum completely out of it, and then we're gonna add reps. I'm thinking about like 10 to 15 reps for like accessory work. And then, your negative being more controlled. So I'm not doing 40s. Same thing again, since we're gonna make this a lot harder, taking momentum. Remember, every time you guys sit down, you're isolating that much more. When you're standing, you can swing, you use momentum to get the weight up. Here, we're trying to isolate and make it harder. So again, if you got a bench like this, you put your feet right at the front or put it on the ground since the bench doesn't move. Push your butt in the back, let your arms drop to the side, get your chest up right away. Now, we're not gonna use the back of this bench at all. We're gonna be off like a little bit, right? Tighten your core. I'm gonna push from core and pull all the way up to here, right? You can see my hands are here and down. I'm not pulling from here. I'm not doing this, right? What I want to do is I want to make sure that the front of this dumbbell is pointing face right at, the mirror, right? So we're doing a rep, we look like this. And opening up your chest when you come up. You can see everything stays in line. Stretching and up. If you get to the end of your reps, you can't get any more, but you want to pump it a little more, you can do some like pendulums or some pulse reps, just coming out to the side and in like this. Pushing out as much as you can when you've reached failure. Okay. Now I've seen a lot of people make this mistake a lot. So he recommends you do rear delt flies seated, which is good, 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Again, I like to see some tempo in there. If you want to know if someone really knows anything is going to give you actual good advice, they're going to give you more than just sets and reps. That's just basic. What do you do to get bigger? I do bench press, 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets. Well, are you like, is that time and attention? Is that like 3-second negative? Is that like a little pause? Like what's the whole thing look like? So your time and attention and the way you do the rep makes a big difference overall when it comes to just doing reps and sets. So the biggest mistake I see with this is when we're doing bent over, we get to here and we turn all this off. We end up just doing, right? And we got this really bad posture in our back. And then we're basically trying to swing weights like this. Then we end up doing this kind of weird, really wide row thing. We're basically doing like scapular contractions. We're just like, here, let's pull our straps together instead of using our delts, right? So biggest advice I'm gonna give you guys is pretend if you're using a cable or dumbbells, I want you to think of you're pushing your hands away from your body on the way up. Don't think about pulling up because you're gonna use your traps, you're gonna use your rhomboids, you can use your scapulas, you're gonna contract. We don't want that to happen. We wanna keep it wide and keep the load on the delts. So when we're doing this, I want you to think, if you're seated, to hinge just like you would if you're doing a stiff leg deadlift. I'm gonna push myself back so I'm flat back, right? I'm gonna push myself right to the back of the bench. Give myself some room so I have better range of motion from here, and then I'm gonna push my body away, my hands away from my body, right? Now if we wanna get better range of motion, I'm gonna come over a little more, and then we wanna get over deeper, sink in, still engaging your core. So don't just let yourself round off, engage your core, and push your hands away from your body. Right? Now, you can obviously go in between your legs, but sometimes, most of the time I see people do that. They come between your legs. They're kind of using it to have more swing and then throw it out. Control the rep coming down, pause, push the weight out, push it out, and you'll feel your delts that much more. So what I would recommend definitely for doing, accessory work, I like to have a lot of blood volume when it comes to the accessory work. Doing like presses, yeah, we can have the weight a little higher, your load higher, close to 1 rep max, 85%. And then when you get to your, your accessory work, then we can kind of taper off a bit and really punish that muscle with like, higher reps, controlled reps, right? Higher controlled reps. So what I recommend, again, 10 to 15. If you want to take it higher, you can go like, 15 to 20. And next we have all arounds, 4 sets to failure. So basically, do the reps until you can't do them anymore. Now, I've done these before. I love them. I recommend doing them from a bench. Do them from a seated position. You get way more bang for your buck. And when you're looking at it, you're actually working a lot more of your anterior delt. Have your hands in this position here and raising the weight up, use a lot more of your front delts. So when we're doing this again, same position, keep yourself stable from the ground, floor to core. Stay up. Now you're gonna have your arms facing out, right in the supinated position, like this. And then we're gonna control our core and bring the weight up and over, not all the way up. We don't wanna rest here. We want to bring it right to the top. We have still have tension, and then down. And we can come forward a little bit and then open up and down. And keeping a little, you're almost making a big giant circle when you're coming out. And if you look at when I'm doing it, my arms aren't bending. I'm not doing this, right? If you wanna make anything harder, lengthen that joint, lengthen your limbs. The longer your arms away, the longer you are, the further away you are from your midline, and things get harder. So everything close to here is easy, gets harder, and harder. I do like this, things just got a lot easier, right? So lengthen the limb, far away from your midline. Up, down, up, up, up. Like that. And for those, definitely I would pick a rep to do, 8 to 12 reps, something you can control. And then as soon as you start using like your biceps, your form starts to break down, stop doing the set. And mostly everything, if your form breaks down, just stop. It's better off you have the good reps that you did than hammering on worse reps and worse reps and worse reps. Anyway guys, that is it guys for Coaching Up. Your boy Stevepricefit. You know, it's got some pretty good workouts out of there, but take some of my cues to make that workout actually that much better. Again, it comes down to just, you know, form, time, and attention, right? I'm always gonna preach that over and over and over and over again. Stick to the basics, learn good proper form, and then start moving into more spicier, you know, movements and rep schemes and everything else. But if you guys are kind of stuck on that, the Ultimate Push-Pull Legs Training ebook is out guys on my site right now, jonni.shreve.com. Anyway guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, I'm gonna come up with that telling like it is transparent, vulnerable truth. Go to my site, jonni.shreve.com. If you guys wanna know about coaching, you can book a phone consult, 15 to 30 minutes. At the end of the phone consult, guys, I deduct the price off any package you pick except for the ebook. So make sure you guys got the ebook anyway. Use my code Johnny15 for 50% off the Power 13 cookbook. Also use my code Johnny for 15% off fitarmy.com. You can go right to my site and go right there as well. And also guys, use my code Johnny30 for 30% off. Let's get checked, guys. Let's get checked. Look and see what is going on the inside. Follow me at _JonnyShreve_. Send me your foodie pics, your progress pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Because of overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace. I'm like sweating. Jesus. Hot as a mug in here.